What's going on, Shiny Crew? I'm the TheSilverSlasher, and welcome back to the Pokémon Y Powerlocke. In the last episode, we made our way through Santaloon Forest and got ourselves 2 new encounters, and in this episode, we will be making our way over to Santaloon City, finishing our little trek over there, and getting 1, maybe 2 more encounters. Actually, no, it's just going to be 1, but, and if we do that fast enough, maybe we'll take on the gym in this episode. I don't think we'll fight the leader this time for sure, but I don't know. But if you're excited for this episode, be sure to slash that like button down below and answer our question of the vid in the comments. Boy, I'd sure love to start timing this episode, but unfortunately it's only opening calculator. There we go. Alright, so, this is our team. Yes, yesterday we caught Butterful and Diggy Azalea. I'm still incredibly proud of this one. You guys want to know my favorite Diggy Azalea song? It goes, you want to know my favorite Iggy Azalea song? It's called That's what it's called. Anyway, let's go take on this next trainer. Pokemon battles are really hard, so I just let Pichu do whatever. Pikachu's like, can I take a break and go have a drink? And like, yup. Oh, Pichu, you're adorable. Alright, Butterful. Butterful, it's time. It's time for you to immediately get switched out to the better option. Wicked, you have plus special defense, don't you, Wicked? It sure looks like it. You took that Thunder Shock like a champion. Now, we'll Fire Spit. Pit. Oh, how does it feel, Pichu? Butterful, level 6! God, I can't believe they actually made a Pokemon. Oh, dude, why do people think Gen 1 Pokemon are better? If you think Gen 1's the best, that's completely your opinion. I cannot understand how people think Gen 1 Pokemon are better than, like, Gen 5. Like, they made a Pokemon. If you catch it the way it is, it cannot attack. It cannot attack. Metapod is worse than Magikarp. At least Carp can hit when he gets to level 15. If you catch this thing, if you have a level 1 Metapod, for its whole life it will not be able to hit until it turns into a Butterfree. I know if you start from Caterpie at like level 2, you can have Poison Sting, and that will stay when you evolve it. But like, God. Oh, hey there, Swag Gun. Are you getting your Pokemon healed too? Pokemon Center sure are great. I know that's what you're currently doing, the thing that I just talked about, but I should probably give you instructions on how to do it just in case. Alright, see you later. Alright, should we go over to the next route and try to get our encounter before we finish the one behind us, so we can get that new Pokemon some more experience, or should we just go back to that one? I feel like we should just go back. I think we'll be fine. I went to the Pokemon Center because I had to buy Pokeballs. Okay. We're just gonna sit here, and I'm gonna scoot forward so you can actually hear me. We're gonna sit here, and we're gonna train up our Butterful, because that is what I feel inside. Schoolgirl 420 Bridget. That's a reference. Anyway, so we're gonna chuck our Rockmon at this Bidoof. And by that I mean we're gonna set our rock down, then pick the rock back up and put it in the bag so we can bring out our fox. Why am I doing this right now? Alright. Wicked, dude, how are we doing so good with levels? Is this typical? I feel like you typically don't have like 2 level 10s, a level 6 and a level 4 by the time you get to the first city. Like, what was the last town we were in? I don't even know what it was called. I'm pretty sure it was a town though, and it wasn't called a city. Maybe because I'm pretty sure they only call places with gyms cities, and everywhere else is a town, with the exception of what's it called? in Gen 2... Why can't I remember its name? The place where Price is the gym leader, the ice guy. What's it called? That place... Oh, anyway, that has a gym and it's a town, but I think that's because the whole Lake of Rage was gonna be its own area, like, theory, since you can fly to the Lake of Rage, even though it's not a town or city. I'm pretty sure that's why. So, yeah, that's the one exception. Other than that, I'm pretty sure cities are only places with gyms, and towns are places without gyms. Anyway, let's go destroy this stupid monkey. Possibly my least favorite things to come out of Gen 5. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't even dislike the design. I don't even really dislike the concept. It's just like... Well, maybe the concept is the problem, in retrospect. It's just that, like, they... First of all, we already have a fire monkey. Because of this, we now have 2 fire monkeys. We did not need 2 fire monkeys. We already had Monferno, who is infinitely better, and I get the Chimchar and Infernape are also monkeys, but I prefer Monferno to those 2. So, yeah, so we did not need another fire monkey. Second of all, I feel like they were only put in to make the first gym easier, which is dumb. That's dumb. I am so glad that they didn't do that for this game. They did it like Generation 2 did it, which I thought Generation 2 did it perfectly. If you caught a Pokemon that was bad against the gym, there was a house right near the gym that you could trade that Pokemon for something super effective against the gym. That is beautiful. That's perfect. That's what they did in X and Y. There's someone around here who will trade some kind of Pokemon. I don't remember what it is, but they trade it for a Farfetch'd. There's a flying type for this bug type gym. Beautiful. I love that. That's great. Gen 5 is like, you walk up to the chick, she's like, hey, what starter did you pick? Oh, you picked Snivy. So that means you're gonna have to fight a fire guy. Well, here's a water monkey. Here's a water type, so you can easily beat it. It's like, what is the point? And you get him at like level 10, which is already enough to solo the entire gym. Like, I don't... Like, maybe with like 1 potion, you could defeat every single trainer in the gym with just your monkey that they gave to you for free. Like, that was pretty dumb. Everything else about Gen 5 was perfect. No, I'm just kidding, but for those of you who are new here, I'm like the Gen 5 fanboy. In fact, the only reason I think that I use the mascot that I do, like the Hilbert with no mouth, which, by the way, there is actually a deep meaning to how my character looks, how I look in videos with that character. There's a deep meaning to why I made it that way, and I will explain it someday, but for now I shouldn't, just in case. So, be ready for the day that I finally explain why my character looks the way he does. But, I think the only reason that, why is this thing, it's a grass type, why does it have water coming out of it? Anyway, I think the only reason that I use the Gen 5 one and don't just do the same, make the same avatar but of like the Gen 2 guy or the Gen 4 guy, is because everyone hates on Gen 5. And I need something to show off that, I am the Gen 5 fanboy. And, like, before anyone says anything, I'm not like, my first game was black and white, and I loved it. I played every single Pokemon generation. My first game was Pokemon Blue. I think that was my first game I ever... Well, no, that was not my first game I ever played. The first game I ever played, I believe, was, Oh, we want to fight for a pair of roller skates? Sure. The first game I ever played, I believe, was Super Mario Deluxe for Game Boy. I don't know if that's exactly what it's called. It's just like this weird, like, see-through cartridge, and it had like multiple Mario games on it, and I didn't realize there was more than one for like years. I'm pretty sure that was the first game I ever played. So there's a little fun fact, but yeah. I just love Gen 5. I don't understand why everyone hates it. It had a big story, which I didn't really find annoying. People thought, Pokemon's not about the story, you don't need that. And I'm like, well, they made a story-heavy game. I'm sorry. It's not even that story-heavy, in my opinion. Like, you can still play it without really caring about the story. They can still just tell you what to do and where to go. Like, the reason people say they like Team Rocket is because they didn't interfere too much. The story wasn't super complicated. They were just they just showed up and fought you because they were just trying to catch Pokemon and get money. And I agree, that's pretty cool. But I think the reason it was that way is because of limitation of having, like, a meg to work with on the Game Boy cartridge. Considering, like, I mean, starting in Gen 2, it started to get more and more complicated. Like, I mean, oh my god, Gen 6 was such a love letter to Gen 1 fans. And, I don't know, I love this game. I love Gen 6. But yeah, I don't understand why anyone views Gen 5 as less. People who, if you blame it on Garbodor, or Vanillux, or whatever, die. I'm just kidding. Don't take that out of context. Don't take that so harshly. I personally think that's really stupid. And yeah, it's one Pokemon. We already had pile of gum Pokemon. We already had tongue Pokemon. We already had Magnet. We had Ball. And I shouldn't have included Magnemite because he's an okay design. It's Magneton that's kind of just lame. But like, it's like, stop! It was an ice cream Pokemon. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it's based off of. It's not actually ice cream. It's a Pokemon. It's not actually ice cream with a face. So calm down. And here's a fun fact. People will say, "Oh, they let an American finally design one Pokemon for Gen 5, and it was the freaking ice cream." That guy's British. There was no American. Or wait, or was there an American? There might have also been an American. No, I don't think there was. I'm pretty sure that guy was British, and everyone just thought he was American for whatever reason. Yeah, it's like, was it James Taylor? I can't remember his name. I don't know why. I don't know. That dude, he's not American. Perhaps, like, somebody read, like an English person, and they thought, oh, America, because they're extremely misguided. But, yeah. The Gen 5 hate needs to stop. And the thing is, people say, oh, no, it's not the story. It's the Pokemon. I just don't like them. And that is bizarre to me. Because if you said, hey, do you like Gen 3 Pokemon more or Gen 5 Pokemon more? I'd probably say 5. In fact, I would almost certainly say 5. Because 5 had so many cool Pokemon to me. Like, Scrafty, awesome. Samurott, awesome. Emboar was not so awesome. I kind of wish he didn't turn into that. But I would consider him, like, mediocre. Superior, awesome. Freaking Bisharp, awesome. Chandelure, awesome. Hydreigon, awesome. Zekrom, all of the legendaries. I think the Genie trio is a little dumb, but it's awesome. It's all great. I don't understand. I don't understand. You guys don't understand how much I don't know how many times have I said don't understand in the last, like, minute. I don't get it, but whatever. Yeah, it's... Stop the Gen 5 hate. It needs to... Someday I might make a video that's like, stop hating on Gen 5, you freaking dummies. I don't know why I'm so hostile. Anyway. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the Gen 5 hate. Howl, okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure Delphox is entirely special attack. But, yeah. Dude, what is with Delphox and Greninja having terrible, like, signature moves? How is... Yeah, it raises its that. Physical attack is actually right next to special, so... I mean... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, doesn't he get Flame Charge in, like, a couple levels? I think Wicked's gonna get Flame Charge, which is pretty great. Okay, so what can we get on this route? I feel like there are Riolus here, but maybe I'm just thinking of a trainer? I know there are Litleos. So let's hope for one of those. Oh, I know what else we can get. Please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't. That's not even what I was thinking, but looks like it's a Psyduck. And I'm actually gonna use him because that's a water type, and we need one of those. So Taylor's gonna get out there and tackle him or something. Well, Psyduck it is. I mean, whatever, man. I don't think I've ever used a Psyduck before. Thing is, whenever I played Pokemon games, whenever I play them for fun, I find myself generally using the same teams. The same team, like, basic team every time. So, like... Oh, I got close. Yeah. I generally, like, would always... Alright, here, I'm gonna spill the beans a little bit. I got introduced to Pokemon from somebody else in my life without me knowing anything about it beforehand. And one of the things they told me about it was that, the fire starter is the best, so you should always pick it no matter what. And the other ones are complete trash. So I always just pick Charmander without even looking at the other ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and admit that I did not pick Bulbasaur on the very first playthrough. I obviously picked Charmander because, from what I knew, it was just Sudoku to catch a, or to pick the non-fire type. Also, I said Sudoku instead of Suicide, but now I point out the joke, so I probably should have just said Suicide, but whatever. That's generally what I mean when I say it. Okay. Wow, I don't know why. I was like, what should I name this Psyduck? And the first thing that came to my mind was Mjolnir. So... I think I'm just gonna do that. Is that how it's spelled? Mjol? Oh, whoa, what did I just do? Uh-oh. Please go away. Okay. Ignore that spacing off that just showed up. You might not have seen it. I'm not gonna say where it was, just in case. I'm getting texted about Fire Emblem, it's distracting me. I gotta look up Mjolnir. I don't know why I want to name this thing Mjolnir so bad. Yeah, it's got the dotted O, but I don't think you can type that on this, so... Mjolnir. Alright, Mjolnir. Let's go. I feel like I could have saved that for a Pokemon that's got, like... Well, I guess there aren't really any Pokemon that have, like, a hammer. I couldn't save it for, like, a Conkeldurr, but whatever. Mjolnir the Psyduck. Water Sport, Scratch, and Tail Whip. Woo. I mean, we might as well start training him up. Thing is, Wicked and Taylor just have the gym. The gym is theirs. Oh, I didn't mean to sit. So, yeah, they don't really even need these levels. I could just be giving them to another Pokemon. Oh, but here's the thing. Mjolnir's gonna get replaced with Squirtle. Oh, yeah, I definitely shouldn't pick Charmander. I didn't even think about that, because I have a diggity darn, fire starter. I picked Fennekin, so okay, I think I'm gonna deposit Mjolnir then. Possibly Diggy Azalea as well. No, let's level up Diggy Azalea. And Butterful is one level away. I guess Butterful can hang out, because he's so close. But, it's like, I really have absolutely zero desire to use a Butterfree at all. So, that's real great. Dude, this is great. I feel like in a lot of Let's Plays I've done, I've had, like, progressively less fun, and I realize this is only episode 3. But, like, I'm having a lot of fun here, dude. This is the best time I think I've ever had doing a Let's Play so far. And I don't know, hopefully this doesn't die down. I mean, I probably just jinxed it and it's gonna die in one episode, but whatever. Yeah. What was I saying? What was I saying before the Mjolnir thing? Was I talking about... Was I talking about James, whatever, who made Vanillish? I don't remember. I feel like there was something in between that, but I don't remember. I don't know. But, yeah. Stop the Gen 5 hate. It doesn't deserve it. At all. And, like, dude, but... Alright, here's the thing. When people hate on Generation 5, I want to punch them. When people hate on Generation 4, those people don't usually end up breathing ever again. I'm a little too far, maybe. I cannot stand people making fun of Generation 4. I put hundreds of hours into my original Pearl, and I put probably more hundreds of hours into my Platinum. Just never. I can't like control myself. Gen 5 or Gen 4 was so freaking beautiful, dude. It did so much. It was so good. It was so good. I can't think of really anything that's like wrong with it. Like, how can you have a problem with it? And the people who say it's slow, it's like, shut up. So it's slow. Stop being impatient. And I realized Diamond and Pearl moved a bit slower than like Ruby and Sapphire did, since it was the first time they'd ever put a game on the DS. Which, I know it feels like, well, they took 2 years to make Diamond and Pearl, they could have made it faster. Well, then just play Platinum, which is better in literally, in my opinion, literally every single way. And is fast. Or not, well, I shouldn't say fast, but it's not slow. It's beautiful. And it did so much. Also, I love how there's a Rhyhorn racetrack here, but you never get to, like, experience it at all. I hope they eventually put Rhyhorn racing in the game. That'd be pretty cool. Although it's looking like there's gonna be normal car racing in Sun and Moon, but whatever, let's not get onto that. We'll save that for next episode. Rising Star Loic, and oh god, he's got a Riolu, holy crap. But, do I need to be scared of Riolu? I would go out to Taylor, because she's got type advantage, but I'm scared, because it's fighting, and we're half normal. But yeah, Gen 5, it's so good. It was so good. It was so good. I can't believe... it was so good. It was so good. What else can I say, but it was so freaking good. It's just like, everything was great. I didn't have a problem with anything while playing Gen 4, except for HMs. The HM usage in that game was a little out of hand, but it's a little out of hand in every game, so I don't fault Gen 4 that much. I will say it was more excessive than some other Pokemon games, but still, beautiful things. And for like competitive and stuff like that, like it did amazing things. Like without Gen 4, the competitive scene would not be crap compared to what it is right now. Because like it was just I can't even express it. Not having types, not having physical and special tied to types and tied to moves was like the biggest thing ever. And oh my god, I just can't even. Alright, what? Butterful is evolving. Well, what's up, Butterful? Now your name kind of makes sense. Now it finally works. And you aren't Confusion, hey. Even though it's not Stab. Alright, well, now we're gonna head back to the Pokemon Center because it's time to end off this episode, guys. If you enjoyed, then I'm gonna burp. Alright, be sure to slash the hell with the like button down below and answer our question of the vid. In the next episode, we're gonna take on the Santaloon City Gym, and we're gonna make our way up towards Lumio City. So, if you're hyped for, wait, why am I off my game here? We're gonna be heading up to Lumio City, so I hope you're all excited for that. That was the phrase I was trying to get into my mind anyway. I don't think I have anything else to say, so this has been the Silver Slasher Wade Silver, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.